I know it's been a while, but I've accumulated several dozen packs of trading cards I have yet to open. So let's do that today. Before I open up new packages, I wanted to show you where I actually store the trading cards I accumulate. First things first, these are some Amazon Basic trading card holders, and I would advise against those if you're gonna store your trading cards, because these are terrible and things fall out all the time. Get yourself some of these Ultra Pro cards that have a little hologram foil sticker, and these things hold cards much better. I mean, they're a little harder to get in there, but they don't pop out so easily. We're going to open up some new packs today, and hopefully we find something good amongst the cardboard. Okay, so starting things off, we're gonna open up these packages of the soaps of ABC featuring All My Children. All My Children aired from 1970 to 2011, and as a web series for a short time in 2013. These cards date to 1991, which means the show is about 20 years old. I myself am not so much of a soap fan, but you know what? Different is different. Okay, this comes with actually a little booklet for some reason, showing the products of Star Picks. I feel like these were meant for older audiences, people who are old enough to enjoy these adults' properties, but at the same time are immature enough to want trading cards. So, people like me. All about Pine Valley. Very interesting. I don't know what any of this applies to. So this is the longest trivia question I've ever read, and if you want to read it, go nuts, but the answer is E. Robin. No, spoiler alert. Here's Mr. Sweater. I don't know his name. Oh, Stuart Chandler, but I'm going to call him Mr. Sweater. Brian Bodine. Hunk Boy. Sorry for the glare, but I'm not setting up lighting for this crap. These are trading cards. We're not filming the royal wedding here. Speaking of weddings, here's Langley and Phoebe. Jackson and Ciara? A lot of couples here. Tom and Erica. Okay, here's another pack. Pack number 2. Here's the Martin family tree. Oh, here's Mr. Sweater again. And his twin brother, Mr. Suit. Adam and Brooke. The Masked Ball. Oh, I bet you that's some sort of weird sex thing. The Evil Princess or something. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. The Kane family tree. A lot of hairspray in that picture. Sultry. Flirtatious. Final package. Chandler Mansion, which is Mr. Sweater and Mr. Suit arguing about the architectural plans. Why can't these things be right side up? Joe Martin? Come on. Guys, we need some quality control over there at Star Picks, whatever the hell your name of their card company is. Caught in the middle, Mr. Hare. When Alex Hunter first met the dazzling Erica Kane Martin, Brent wanted her, but I can't read this. It's too small. I need glasses, I think. Ooh, seductive. I have the seductive and sultry and inspired actor. Oh, here's the actor winning an Emmy for his role. The only daytime Emmy awards I care about are the ones won by game shows. And Vicky Buchanan. Okay. Well, these are not something I would normally buy, but what the hell, they were cheap, and they were interesting, and now they're mine. Okay, so next up we have these sets of Laffs cards. I got a few of these last time I did one of these videos, and the Laffs cards are basically TV trading cards from the TGIF series on ABC. It's ABC Day here on TV Games, apparently. So we got ourselves a Candace Cameron, Melanie Wilson, that's who the girl who played Jennifer on Perfect Strangers. Larry's wife, eventual wife. Kelly Williams, who played Laura on Family. I never knew her real name. Yeah, that's Laura. I should have known that. Lori Loughlin, which, yeah. Larry Appleton, the character's name. And Eddie Winslow. These cards are interesting because they have cards both as the actress or actor's name and then the character's name. So let's get through these quick because these Laffs cards are short on laughs. Okay, so it looks like we have a checklist card here, and I think there's 2 of them according to this checklist, which means in any random pack, you'll get just a useless card. Unless you want to check off your cards. because now we only have 5. Here's the Tanner sisters. Whoop-de-doo. Hocus Pocus. Balky learns magic, and I'm sure hilarity ensued. Michelle Tanner riding her moped, or whatever that vehicle is called. Tricycle. Busted. Richie and Urkel are having some sort of heart-to-heart talk here, and I don't know the context of the episode, and I also don't care. Next up, we have some Bill and Ted's Most Atypical Movie Cards. What's also cool is that you could actually order a Bill and Ted t-shirt on the back for only $8.95 plus $3 shipping, and you get a free pair of sunglasses. And if you live in Texas, please add 8.25% sales tax. Alright, let's have at this. I believe these cover both movies that were out at the time, Bogus Journey and Excellent Adventure. Here's our contest entry form. Wouldn't it be funny if I won? Sorry, I lost. I could have won a 4-day, 3-night trip for 2 to San Dimas, California, a GTE telephone booth, and a Bill and Ted Nintendo game, a Game Boy game, a t-shirt, some fun prizes. So yeah, I see here we have Bogus Journey cards. Excellent Adventure. They need to add a new series to incorporate the third movie in the series, just for completion's sake. A lot of Bogus Journey in these series. Well, here's an Excellent Adventure. Here's Napoleon. Okay, once again, we got Bogus Journey here. We have the hell scene. Oh, this is the Bogus Journey princesses, which means no Diane Cannon. Boo. This Diane Cannon princess. Diane Cannon, you might remember from Better Off Dead, Last American Virgin. Here's an outtake card. They changed the princesses in all 3 movies. You don't have any consistency with the actresses who played the princesses. Yeah, these are all movie scenes. I mean, if you've seen these movies, you've seen them all. They're interesting if you're fans of the films. Nice way to relive these clips, especially in the days before internet existed. But there they are. Okay, next up we have a pair of the Super Mario Brothers trading cards based on the 1993 movie by Skybox, because great cards are hard to find. So if you remember my video about broadcast alternatives to MTV, you'll remember that Super Mario Brothers was directed by Rocky Morton and Annabelle Jankel, who were innovators in computer animation. But also more interesting, since we just finished the Bill and Ted cards, this was also co-written by Ed Solomon. So Ed Solomon, as you know, was also the writer of the Bill and Ted trilogy, and if you remember the bad guy's name in the second film, Dinosaurs, reverse that, and there you go. Anyway, let's look at these terrible cards. Yes, I paid $3.49 for these at Digital Press, New Jersey. Clifton, New Jersey, specifically. Great cards are hard to find. Let's see if these are in fact great cards. Koopa plays lawyer. Alright. I probably should watch this movie one day because this looks like a very interesting film. But again, these are just kind of reliving scenes from the film. There's nothing terribly behind, nothing new you're going to learn here. This is just basically taking clips of the film and putting them on cardboard. With a little bit of explanation text. Daisy calls for help. Oh no. Alright, pack number 2. Ooh, I have another Daisy. 2 daisies, no waiting. Lena, Toad explains it all. I don't remember thinking that it was all that clever, turning like these little Mario cartoon character things into real people with deformities. That's just me. There was a rap scene. Maybe I don't need to see this movie. Okay. Yeah, so. Okay, now moving on to the Where's Wally, or as it's known in the USA and Canada, Where's Waldo adventure cards. What do we have here? A piece of the scene on one side, Waldo clues and facts on the other. Terrific adventure cards. Collect and trade all 128 cards. And these are randomly packed, each sold separately. I will say, if you ever read a Where's Waldo book, or looked at the picture more specifically, it's actually surprisingly dark at times. If you look really deep at the artwork, you'll see some things that does not seem kid-friendly. What we have here is a piece of a Where's Waldo action scene, and I guess you put these all together, or The ancient Mayans drilled holes in their teeth and filled them with gems. So there's things people could find on this card, but then you have the full picture on the other side. The first hamburgers were invented by Russian Tartars of the Middle Ages. And there's riddle clues in here, so yeah. Virginia Beach, Virginia is the longest beach in the world at 28 miles. Wow. I don't see any Waldo in here anywhere, so maybe we could try our luck with a different set. Next up, we have a bunch of Dinosaur Attack cards, which you might remember I opened up in my last trading card video. These were released in 1988 by Topps, and I believe this was an attempt to try to replicate the success of Mars Attack cards they released a couple of decades prior. These didn't really do as well because, as disgusting as they are, and they definitely went for full gore on these, it just didn't have the same appeal. Nonetheless, let's open it up and see if we could come closer to completing the entire storyline. Of course, we do have very bad, very old gum in here, which I am not even going to try to chew. However, it also is sticking to the back of the card, which makes this card pretty much worthless, because it's, yeah, I can't get this off without ruining the card. On the other hand, it's just a sticker, so whatever. Garbage. A lot of just needless, gratuitous gore in these things. And again, they're very reminiscent of Mars Attacks, just with dinosaurs, and it's well drawn. Another broken card. Whatever. Yeah, these are kind of disgusting. Another Triceratops sticker. I figure I could just take these stickers off, and because there's no way I'm oh, actually, no, this one's bad. Oh, Coasting to Calamity. Why would you go on a roller coaster in the middle of a dinosaur attack? That's just stupid. I don't like these. You know, I buy these and I think they're kind of fun and kitschy, but then it's like, I don't want to see a dog getting crushed. That's the worst. This one kind of survived. There's a little bit of gum residue, but it kind of survived. Forward 100 million years into the future they came, swept through time by an accident of science. Can the human race survive, or will they be these towering monarchs from the dawn of creation once again inherit the earth, this time for all time? The ultimate nightmare is now a reality. Dinosaurs Attacks, and there's a top of the stack. 55 cards, 11 stickers. So I've never actually had that one before. Another gum disaster. Yeah. And the Mars Attack guy makes a cameo. Another ruined card because of the gum. I'm getting a lot of doubles here. Again, there's not many cards in the series, so that's inevitable. Next up, we have Andy Griffith show. Griffith. Let me try that again. Okay, so next up, we have a set of Andy Griffith show trading cards, and this apparently is the third series. This came out in 1991. The original show aired from 60 to 68. Candid Shot. Okay, so I guess this was taken when they weren't looking? Oh, it's a pun. When Rafe Hollister refuses to get his tetanus shot, The Country Nurse, episode number 56, Andy and Nurse Mary Simpson have their hands full. Julie Adams. That was a very special episode of the Andy Griffith show. Very Local Call. What's the backstory on that? Danny is shocked that the Mayberry sheriff is also the justice of the peace in the pilot episode. One quick call to the local newspaper will expose that scandal. There's only one catch. Andy is also the editor of the paper, and he sees no conflict of interest. After all, he does use a separate phone for his newspaper work. Man, such drama in Mayberry. I don't know how they survive. Yeah, so I can't even think of anything nice to say about these, except that they're very glossy, and I guess the pictures are good quality, but I mean, yeah, it's Andy Griffith. Griffith. Okay, so now for something completely different, we have trivia battle cards from Topps that came out in 1984. Kids, this is before Garbage Pail Kids came around, so we were kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel for ideas before that happened. Let's see what these are all about. See, the gum in here, while quite old, we're talking about 40 years of gum, at least didn't ruin the cards too much. And this was on the back of a This is on the back of a sticker card. Trivia King and Trivia Dunce. These actually need to be scanned because I like the graphics on this. There are some game rules in here for one player. Separate the questions and answer cards. Make a deck of 18 cards. Use the scratch off as a separate game. There's a lot of rules in here, but I guess this is kind of like a standalone game in each pack. Because here's your scorecard, which you use to keep track of your points. Okay, and then they're little... These actually come apart in half. I'm not going to break it apart. They're just trivia cards. There's nothing special about them. There's no graphics or anything, but I will read off some questions here. People is the category. Popular star Bill Cosby, oh, didn't age well, made his television debut in what series? The answer is I Spy in 1966. Let's do another question. What's the name of the beagle dog in the Peanuts comic book? Answer, of course, is... I'm not going to tell you. You know already. Yeah, so we have 2 different stickers at least. Trivia Black Belt and Trivia Black and Blue Belt. I like these smack-talking stickers. I want more of these. Let's do film. Who starred in the motion picture Funny Girl? The answer is Barbra Streisand. One more. Sports. What team did Wilt Chamberlain play for when he scored 100 points in a game? And the answer to that question is the Philadelphia Warriors. Hey, remember Alf? He's back in trading card form. Of course, you remember the Alf TV show that aired from 86 to 90, not to mention the cartoon that aired from 1987 to 1989. And then I believe there was also a talk show. There's a lot of Alf going around, including trading cards, and this was in fact 2 different series of trading cards. Series 1 came out in 1987, which was kind of at the beginning of the popularity of the Alf franchise, or alien life form. This piece of gum came off a lot easier than the other cards in Dinosaurs Attack. But we have a Booyah Baseball card. Booyah Baseball is the Melmac version of baseball. Ooh, season's greetings from Alf. I didn't expect a Christmas card in my trading card package, but I'll take it. This is kind of like one of those things you put in your cubicle at work. Alf in a tuxedo. Are we having fun yet? Ha! You know, that kind of thing. Alf met his first girlfriend, Babs, at a college sklean-ball game. He liked her because she was pretty and knew how to crochet gerbils. Reliving the Alf legacy, 1 card at a time. Here's from Series 2, my gum went flying. Barbie the Lobster Bib Coles. Wright Scribner. Okay, so we got to remember the humor of Alf if you want to try to get these jokes. Looks like this is a Sears photo shoot version of Alf. I was hoping we got the daughter in one of these cards, and here she is. Alright, that, my friend, was Alf. Come on and show me that smile again, because we have some Growing Pains trading cards, based on the TV show that aired from 85 to 92. These cards came out in 1988 from the Topps Trading Card Company. Someday, son will own a full-size dining room table, I promise. Ha ha ha, Alan Thicke. Alan Thicke, you might remember as the guy who composed all your favorite TV theme songs, like Different Strokes and Facts of Life, and quite a few game shows as well. Kirk Cameron is Mike Seaver. He's praying for your soul. Oh, this is actually something I would like to put on my notebooks. An Alan Thicke sticker. 3 out of 4 cheerleaders agree it's me. Okay. Whatever that means. I like how the card's borders is a house with a roof antenna. I don't know why they went with that, but okay. It's a design choice I fully support, even if I don't understand it. I'm a man of the 80s. I have a real hand in raising my kids. Ha ha ha. There's Growing Pains trivia. I got too excited there. Let me start over. There's Growing Pains trivia on the back. Number 7. Jeremy Miller, who plays Ben on Growing Pains, obviously, is best known for the voice of one of cartoon's favorite characters. Who is it? The answer might surprise you. Linus in the animated Peanuts specials. Okay. Okay, I like the way they don't put these things in like a consistent order, and that really bothers the hell out of me. I've got a lot of Alan Thicke stickers here. I might be the luckiest man in the world with a Alan Thicke with a guitar, or Jason Seaver, in this case, the character's name. Trust me, dear, never put an asparagus in a dessert. Laugh track, laugh track. Is this a new look, or are you becoming a mime? Laugh track, laugh track. I never made a mirror I didn't like. Laugh track, laugh track. I like how I got the top stack of the main card. Fun together. The cast of Growing Pains has as much fun together as they do playing Deceivers. At rehearsals, they always find time to have fun and clown around. That is a very poorly written synopsis of behind the scenes of the Growing Pains cast. And also, we've learned later on that's completely not true, because I've heard that Kirk Cameron made life hell for everyone. Oh hey, I got Kirk Cameron and Candace Cameron cards. I think we have all the Camerons. Next up, we have a pack of 90210 trading cards. Even though the show lasted pretty much the entire decade of the 90s, these cards date back to 1991. Oh, it's all the boys of Beverly Hills 90210, and all these boys are in their 40s. And Andrea, I think, was in her 50s. I'm exaggerating, but not much. Expect the unexpected. Brandon left his boss in the lurch when he quit his job at the local diner for a high-paying summer gig as a cabana boy at the Beverly Hills Beach Club. But the car he bought with his big earnings turned out to be a lemon. I remember this entire bunch of episodes, oddly enough, because I did watch 90210 in its first few seasons when it was more relatable, except not being attractive or rich. Yeah, it's not that relatable. Although I did have a lot in common with Scott Scanlon, except the twirling gun accidental death thing. Next up, we have the Gong Show trading cards, which were released by Fleer, and I think these came out in 1977, based, of course, on the Chuck Barris variety show. Gong Show has kind of been revived several times in recent years, but never as good as the original, especially with Gene the Dancing Machine and Chuck Barris himself emceeing. We now have another gum casualty, unfortunately. But my JP Morgan sticker is still intact, at least. Sometimes the actors on the shows are real killers, and there's Artie Johnson on the floor. Yeah. Puzzle pieces. My teeth itch. I don't like that they just can't keep them all the same way. So what I'm seeing here are a lot of kind of out of context references that would make very little sense outside the actual performance. I was bold till I saw the folks at Harry's Hair Research. Okay. Yeah, these are definitely all kind of out of context jokes, and the backs are just nothing but puzzle pieces. And finally, come and knock my door, we have Three's Company. One single pack of trading cards from Topps that were back from 1978. Also, there's a promo here for Skateboard, the movie that defies gravity from Universal Pictures. Ooh, we have something new here. Fold corner on dotted line, slowly peel sticker from front of card. I won't be doing any of that. We have some gum damage here, but this is the puzzle piece. We have a piece of Chrissy's hair and a sleeve, or something more nefarious. Having her ups and downs, and there is Joyce DeWitt looking to fly. Suzanne Chrissy Summers. John Ritter as Jack. Oh, I love that these are all stickers. And Pert Chrissy. Don't ask me what that means. And finally, just one single trading card. I've got a big surprise for you, Mrs. Roper. The Rent. Ha ha! This is the piece of gum they gave you back in the day. Look at that. It's like double the width, and actually is still malleable. Doesn't crack. The gum back in 1970s was a lot better quality than it was in the 80s and beyond. Anyway, I'm going to put these cards in their binder, and I will see you next time.